my fellow ears, my name is Marie McWilliams. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my April wrap up, and I didn't do great this month. I only read 3 books. It's not like me, but is it just me, or is this whole like self-isolation thing just causing brain melt? And yes, that is an official medical term. I am struggling to focus on pretty much anything apart from mind-numbing reality TV. This should be an opportunity to read more, but instead I'm like, about everything. It's so annoying. So that's just me venting a little bit about my frustrations. If you're feeling the same way, let me know. So yeah, I read 3 books. First up, we have Shirley Jacksons' We Have Always Lived in the Castle. If you haven't been watching my videos, my kind of book to movie comparisons and my gothic horror read-alongs and all that sort of stuff, basically I have been doing a gothic horror read-along on my Insta channel. I'll leave the link for the video down below explaining what it is, but each month for the rest of the year we are reading a gothic horror classic. And April's was this fabulous book right here. And oh my god, I loved it so much. 5 out of 5 all day long. I just adore Shirley Jackson. It is about 2 young girls who live with their disabled uncle in their family's estate, this big beautiful house, the castle essentially, but it's a big manor house, and they are pariahs in the community because the eldest sister has recently just been cleared of killing pretty much every other family member, including their brother and their parents. Then when their cousin shows up and seems to be really keen to get into the safe where the money is, he really has his eye on that cash, the youngest sister, I'm having a Maricat is her name. She sees a threat to her perfectly constructed little world with her sister Constance and her uncle, and she's going to stop at nothing to kind of prevent this cousin from ruining it. And oh my god, I love it so much. It is just, I never thought I would like it better than The Haunting of Hill House because I really just immediately took that book. I loved it straight away, but this is absolute perfection. She is a genius. Cannot recommend this enough. Maricat it's all from her perspective. She's not the most reliable source of information. There's clearly something, I don't want to say something wrong with her because that's not quite the right term. She's clearly got issues, and those issues make her seem quite childlike despite her age. So it's kind of like a childlike perspective to everything. There are hints that perhaps she was sexually abused by her father, maybe, but there's never really an outright reason given. I don't want to spoil the ending, but oh, you need to read it, honestly. It is so, so good. It's not a long book. It's a short, quick read, and it is worth it. Trust me. Dive right in. Next up, we had Gutted, which is a horror anthology exploring the beauty that is in horror. And oh, I love this. This was very kindly sent to me by the editor, Doug Morano. And can I just give like extra points for this cover right here? Look at it. It's lovely. I genuinely love this book. Each of the stories is so different and incredibly compelling. And some of them are like really heart-wrenching. I'm going to do a full kind of deep dive review of this where I'll go into kind of each story, and I don't want to do that right now. But this has everybody from Neil Gaiman to Clive Barker, John F.D. Taft, Josh Malerman. There are some amazing names on here. And to be honest, it's the first anthology I've read where I pretty much loved every single story. So I recently reviewed their newest release, which was Miscreations, which I would definitely recommend all day long. But I like this better. I really did. I think this just was horror anthology perfection. So look out for the deep dive review on that boy. Next book, I don't actually have in person. It is an ebook I read called Logging Off by Nick Spalding. This was a paid inclusion on my Instagram, and this part isn't paid though, the actual review right here, only the photograph on my Instagram, so fully honest opinion right here. I enjoyed it. It was actually very funny. It's not the type of thing I would normally read. It's about a guy who basically, after experiencing some health conditions, anxiety conditions, his doctor recommends that he unplugs from the world, that this anxiety is as a result of him being constantly plugged in. And he decides to do a 6-week detox with absolutely no internet except when it's essential for work. Everything else is completely cut out. He's on his own. And he's living an analog life in an internet world. And it's a very funny book. There's a lot of very amusing scrapes that he gets himself into. For instance, there's an incident with a duck pond. There's an incident where we have a conspiracy theorist trapped inside a bathroom window. There's lots of funny things that he gets himself into. And it, as well as making you laugh, it kind of makes you genuinely think about how much time you're spending online, how much of the world you're actually experiencing in real time, and how much, you know, you're like this with your phone in front of your face the whole time. I did like it for that as well. I'm gonna give it like 3 out of 5, which means that it's good and I recommend it, but wasn't like yay for me. Anything 3 or above in my little scale is worth a shot. So I do recommend it if you're into British humour. That's my phone. I should probably log off. How ironic. If you're into British humour, if you like kind of funny sort of comedic books, silly books, this is the one for you. It's not dark enough for me basically, but I don't want to like mark it down because it wasn't a horror, because it's not a horror, but I like reading outside my comfort zone, and I take these opportunities where I'm paid or where I'm offered ARCs for free. I take those as an opportunity for me to read outside my comfort zone or try something I've never tried before. And it pays off sometimes, like it did with this. Like, I genuinely was laughing out loud when I was reading it. There are some really genuinely funny moments in it, and Nick Spaulding is a very funny writer. So yeah, definitely recommend that one as well if you're into something like that, a bit funnier. But yeah, normally I'm going to kind of stick towards the dark. But that's it. That's all I managed to read last month, guys. And I know it's naughty of me. I did get like halfway through the new Stephen King as well, because the second that arrived I was like, okay hubby, okay daughter, leave me the hell alone, I'm going upstairs. And I got like halfway through it in one night. So I need to finish that soon so I can do a deep dive review. But I'm not going to count that for this month's read along. That for this month's wrap up. I'll do it for next month's wrap up. So yeah. But that's me, guys. If you've read any of the books, let me know in the comments below what you thought of them. I always love to hear your opinions. And if you could subscribe, it would mean so much to me, guys. I love hearing from you all. And that's me for now. Bye.